This is an important question. This was from the streets, DA. We got to know this.
Yes,
This is,
sir.
this from the people. How is Jaylen Brown's left hand looking?
Oh, oh no. People got to turn off the pod right now. It ain't gonna be good.
I mean, this is streets
Did
want to know, man. This is
did you
what keeps
did you
popping
see the
up.
video? Did you see that video that
Yes.
came out? Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I feel bad for whoever posted that. They're just like, oh, it's a nice little video of Jalen dribbling, not noticing it. And I mean, this dude puts in so much work on the left hand. I don't know.
Like crazy work.
Yeah.
Like he
Oh,
worked incredibly hard on this.
I mean, he does everything from passing drills, finishing drills, dribbling stuff, like a ton of it. I don't know what it is about because you look at the way that he loses the ball a lot of the time. It'll be a weird thing where he's doing some sort of complicated dribble move, and he'll do like a through the legs crossover, and the ball just like misses his hand. It's just like his like a left hand doesn't have the same feel as his right hand, and I don't know what you're supposed to do to fix that because he's clearly doing all the different things. I don't know if he does like the whole like tennis ball, flashing lights, like blindfold kind of thing and all that. But like he seems to be doing just about all the work that you can do. I mean, Jaylen Brown is kind of a maniacal offseason training guy, so I don't know what the deal with that left hand is. I
Is it a
think his
thing? You think? You think it's a thing? You think it's?
it's a thing,
I don't want to
yeah.
say. I don't want to use the like call it the yips or nothing like that. But do you think it's a thing where it becomes a thing now because everybody's looking at his left hand and now?
It's been a thing. I don't think it can get worse. It can't get any worse. I think one, I mean, it could be an injury issue, but two, um, I think like he over dribbles, right? Like he tries to get into his bag. He sometimes likes to slow it down, get the ball kind of crossing, like that like super low kind of dribble, stuff like that. Like I think he overcomplicates it. And if there's one thing that you can give Jason Tatum credit for, it's like Tatum takes these kind of big wide dribbles. He keeps it simple. I think Jalen's big enough and strong enough that he doesn't have to just kind of like finesse his way by everybody and use his power on the way out. Like he can play bully ball too. So I think for him, he's just got to like simplify it. He's got to be more aggressive and physical and not try to spin his way through everything.
It's crazy that this is a thing. Well, it used to be back in the
Right.
old days. This is before us, before me when they said, "Well, Lenny Wilkins only goes left." Yeah, stop him. So who cares? I mean, it's not who cares. It's like you said, there's guys, and I think sometimes guys try to justify the people that they hire in the off season to show, look at all the work I'm doing. I'm in the lab all summer. Bro, just play, man. Like you're great. You're a great player. You don't need to over dribble, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
complicating it. I will say this. I think Beal does that sometimes. And he has to show that he can create and he can beat guys off the dribble. Well, yeah, but you got
I
here
got a bag.
by
I got a
shooting the
bag,
lights
baby.
out. And that's how you got here. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget that. So I wonder about that sometimes.
It
I want to
reminds
go.
me
Yeah, go ahead.
DA and Monte Ellis and Mike Montgomery. And
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Montgomery was like, "Yo, I can't play a point guard who don't go left." Monte's like, "But nobody can stop me right." So
right. Exactly.
they call me the Mississippi Bullet for a reason. Like,
You know what I mean? Like, don't complicate this stuff. Dude's a bad man going right. Let him go right. It's okay.
No, but the thing with Jalen though is that he does go left. Like he does finish with his left hand. He actually more of his kind of crazy acrobatic finishes will often be with his left hand. So he can get to it. It's not like if he just like I remember Draymond Green talking about in the finals how they would just sit on his right and force him
Mhm.
left, and that was the secret to it. I mean, sure, obviously that helps if he can do it the entire series, but like he can go to his left, and you can't just completely take him out of his game going that way. Like his fadeaway and his step back and all that stuff, a lot of that's going left because
I
his
mean,
shooting
that's all
pockets
we're
on his
talking
right
about,
side.
though, right? All we're
Yeah,
talking about is like this is not a
it's
thing.
just a
It's
left
just it
hand
was a
fumble.
thing. It's only a thing because it's a thing on a big stage when you're playing against the best defenses who are finding whatever
Right, right,
weakness you
right,
can and exploiting it.
right,
So
right.
he's had a couple turnovers with the left on the big stage. So it's almost like it's a noodle, right? That's how it's being treated. Where he can dribble left, he can drive left, he
Right,
has
sure,
moves
sure, sure.
left, but at the highest level, when you're playing for a championship, in game 6 against a team that's been guarding you and watching film, and they're gonna like, all right, we're gonna make you do this. if he does it 9 times, he'll lose it 2 times. But when he loses it, it's now a big deal because it's a turnover at an important time. So I do think it's kind of like overblown, but also like when you're as good as Jaylen, that's what ends up happening. How you
Yeah.
play on those
It's
big
nitpicking
stages is
for
how
sure.
you get
Yeah.
regarded.
Well, actually, I disagree. I don't think it's overblown. I do think it's a real issue. I mean, it's a real issue in that like he's a big star and he has a weakness. It's not like it's
No,
not like
I
he's
mean,
terrible
like,
at it.
it's
But
sad that people act like he literally, like he doesn't have a left hand. Like,
Right.
it's like he's like, no, he can dribble left.
Right.
It's just that, like, he's probably
Just
not. He's
better
not
going
Kyrie
right.
with
I
it.
don't like.
Right,
I mean, it creates incredible memes and jokes too. So like, it's totally worth it just for that. But I think the important distinction though is that he does just straight up fumble the ball away dribbling with his left. That's kind of that's the only place where it really is a problem. But like, you go back and look at that Miami series. Most of the time when he turned it over, he's like dribbling it off his foot or just straight up fumbling the ball away. It's not like deflections. It's not that he doesn't have a move to go to. He just loses the ball straight up.